Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Hookah Anonymous, and you are now rocking with Mickey Truth. She live up to her name, not the fame. So make sure y'all subscribe to her channel and stay updated on what's real. Bye.
Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. Coming from where I come from, they doubted me, but I came up. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world. I made it through the storm, trying to conquer the world.
Good reporting ass Mickey.
We love you, Mickey.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, aka the Queen of Paperwork, and I am back with another video. As always, all information contained in this video is for entertainment, educational purposes only. All information used in this video is per the Fair Use Act, and any conclusion that you draw is on you, not me. So let's get it. So for those who have been following the investigation from the start of FBG Duck's murder, right, it was always alleged that someone dropped the location to where he was, right? Some people said it was the second victim that got shot that day that, you know, we saw in the video. Some people had some other things. It was just all over the place. However, now the paperwork is starting to fall in place to exactly what the police think took place. So what we're going to do is start at the Chicago level, and then we're going to go to the federal paperwork. So with that being said, let's get to the work. According to a Montclair security guard that was working the day of FBG Duck's murder, two subjects walked into the Montclair and related that they were chased by an offender with a gun, okay? He also stated that he pulled out his cell phone to record the two subjects as a precaution since there had been several recent thefts in the store. Now, they also go ahead and note here that the security officer said the subject who was talking on the cell phone in the video said they were in Milani's boutique at 50 East Oak Street before entering Montclair. He also provided the reporting and the recording of the video, which was 6 minutes and 20 seconds, okay? Then they stated that the interview ended. So I'm like, yo, somebody was talking about being a part of a shooting? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking. So, but at the time, it was kind of like odd, right? So it then goes on to say that the reporting detective reviewed the video and observed two subjects standing inside Montclair at the front entrance. The reporting detective observed a black male talking on a cell phone, about 20 to 25 years old, wearing a blue surgical mask over his chin, a black New York Yankees baseball cap, and a white t-shirt, blue jeans with a black belt and white gym shoes. That's very descriptive. The reporting detective observed a second male, black, approximately 20 to 25 years, wearing a blue surgical mask, wearing a red t-shirt, black basketball shorts, white socks, and black shower sandals. At the 5-minute and 35-second mark of the video, the subject talking on the cell phone relates to an unknown subject he observed duck. They also notate here that about 26 minutes after the video both subjects was recorded, the murder of FBG Duck took place. Now that is in the Chicago investigation. Let's get into the federal investigation. So it states here that around 4:05, all right, minutes later, and parking in front of Dolce & Gabbana located at 68 East Oak Street, is on the same side of the street as Milani. Turpin exited Milani without witness to at approximately 4:07 p.m. Turpin entered into a clothing store down and across the street, Montclair, located at 33 East Oak Street at approximately 4:10 p.m. Turpin discussed what had occurred inside of Milani while speaking on the phone inside of Montclair. Because Turpin was speaking in a wild and agitated state, a security guard inside of Montclair began to record him. The security guard, witness 3, who may testify at trial, began recording Turpin at 4:13 p.m. Okay, Turpin asked someone that he was speaking on the phone with, "What's D-Thing number?" and went on to tell the person to whom Turpin was speaking to have D-Thing called Turpin. Multiple witnesses are expected to testify that D-Thing is Dante Banks Jr., the older brother of individual E. Multiple witnesses will testify that individual E is a high-ranking black disciple and at times material to the superseding indictment was and is part of the black disciples faction allied with Oblock and Lamron. Then it goes down to say Deontay Banks Jr., aka D-Thing, was murdered on or about June 6, 2021. Okay. It says minutes later, Turpin began discussing a woman who Turpin did not name, but who Turpin referenced to being as a romantic relationship with Weekly and having Weekly around Turpin's child. Turpin described the woman as bogus and went to state, "It's over with now." Witness 4 acknowledged that she had a romantic relationship with Weekly, but was not at the time of Weekly's murder. Should Witness 4 testify at trial, the government expects that Witness 4 will testify that she was heartbroken upon learning of Weekly's death because she loved Weekly. Witness 4 will also testify that on the day of Weekly's murder, after Weekly's murder, she received a text message from Turpin that contained simply 3 laughing emoji. Witness 4 will testify that she was not in regular contact with Turpin. On the state that Witness 5, who has known Turpin for many years and who may testify at trial, will testify that prior to August 4th, 2020, Turpin did not like Weekly over jealousy stemming from Weekly's relationship with Witness 4. Okay? Then it says that Turpin was discussing the unknown woman. Turpin received an incoming phone call from a telephone number associated with D-Thing. Based upon Turpin's cell phone records, Turpin's other phone calls inside of Montclair and Milani would have likely been video calls as opposed to calls using the telephone number. However, this call that the telephone number associated with D-Thing was an actual telephone call. Turpin answered a phone call from the number associated with D-Thing at 418. Turpin told the caller that he and Witness 2 saw Weekly inside of Milani. Turpin told the caller that Milani had people on the phone and on the way downtown while he, Weekly, and Witness 2 were still inside of Milani Boutique. Turpin then told the caller that when Weekly left Milani, he followed Weekly outside and reported as much to Badass, known to law enforcement as THF member Individual Elf. According to Turpin, Badass then told Turpin to see what kind of car Weekly was getting into. Turpin then told the caller that Turpin was standing outside of Milani when Weekly pulled off, and after walking up the street a little bit, someone began chasing Turpin down the street with a gun. Witness 2 may testify at trial that in the above exchange, Turpin was providing Weekly's location. Turpin eventually stood across the street from Weekly on the phone for several minutes until Weekly was murdered at 4:26 p.m., walking over to Weekly to get a better look after Weekly had been gunned down. Oh, that's heartless, okay? Well, it is noted in the documentation in the Chicago investigation that someone did witness someone screaming, "Yeah, bitch." If that was Turpin, who knows? I don't know. All I'm saying is this: the details are starting to align with the investigation in Chicago and what the federal government is providing in their documentation. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell a friend to pull up. And make sure you go visit MickeyTruth.com and get you that merch because you know your girl got that work. Okay, let's get it.